Post round is proudly presented by the new QI35 drivers from TaylorMade. In the bag of McIlroy, but it was the putter to finish. Roars claiming another moment on tour and a 27th title in a place synonymous with the game of golf. The future Hall of Famer, now 8 consecutive seasons with a win, and this one comes at a spectacular place. 21 under par, McIlroy, your winner. And for more, we say hello to CBS Sports golf analyst Rick Gehman. Rick, this was billed as the ball striker's paradise, as Pebble always is. Maybe ball strikers over bombers. Pebble taking the driver out of the hand plenty throughout this week. But what does the final stat profile tell us about how Rory maybe broke down Pebble Beach?
Yeah, I think he did it a little bit differently, Joe, than he has tried to attack Pebble Beach in the past. His record coming into this week at these hallowed grounds wasn't very good, but we saw him take some lines off the tee, especially early in the week, that really nobody else could take on. Over the first 3 rounds, and of course one of those coming at Spyglass Hill, he was just leaps and bounds ahead of the field with the driver. But what I was most impressed with is what he did in the final round, and that was really dialing in his wedge play. That is what gave him so many opportunities. It allowed him to not make any big mistakes, especially early in the round as his peers and group mates were putting squares on the card. He was just hitting a bunch of solid wedges into a lot of these small greens. We saw everything from the high soft ones, Joe, to the sawed off low ones. He had the whole thing working with wedge in hand and made it a pretty easy walk up the coastline to win this title.
Yeah, stress-free if it can be that here out on tour. Rory McIlroy making easy work of Pebble Beach. As we take a look at that scorecard, it was the moment at 14, ignited by that drive on an audacious line, and then makes the putt across that vast green, which is not something you often say here at Pebble Beach. Rick, this performance feels connected in some ways to the form that we saw a year ago, the way he ended last season. Rather than revving the engine, he's doing what it takes when he needs to at most. Where are you most bullish about McIlroy's project him, not just into these next few weeks, but across our 4 major venues this year?
Yeah, Rory has a little bit a better changeup now. It's not just fastball. He's got a lot of different ways that he can get it done. And you're starting to see that as he finds success at a lot of different golf courses on the PGA Tour schedule. But he's always going to excel at major championships. He's always going to excel when the courses get long and more difficult. That's how the best players separate themselves. And Joe, I don't need to look much farther than Quail Hollow, a place that he has absolutely dominated in his career across many Wells Fargo championships. It gets the nod for the PGA Championship this year. I know we might be in year 8, 9, 10. I don't know how long this major championship drought currently is for Rory McIlroy. I know it's much too long, and he's got a couple of venues this year that are really good for him. But I look right at Quail and say, that's the one. You know, if he doesn't contend, if he's not in the mix on Sunday, it's going to be a massive disappointment.
Yeah, with the number of wins he has at that place. I mean, once you get past a decade, you just start saying a long, long time, and it's been far too long for a man with this talent that we saw this week at Pebble Beach. Next week, we will see a different place and a different pace of tournament with the WM Phoenix Open coming our way. It's always a sight to behold there as well for a myriad of different reasons. I've never seen someone take more selfies than Rick Gehman at the WM. It was that was a sight to behold as well. Our recent victories, we look at a stat profile of Nick Taylor, Scotty Scheffler ×2, Brooks before that. When you look at next week, what excites you about the test?
I mean, everything. Change of pace is perfect, right? We're going from this very scenic, calm, serene place that is Pebble Beach, even with weather, to just absolute chaos. For 4 straight days. That's right, around TPC Scottsdale. And I think there's a couple things that excite me. One, Scotty Scheffler is now going to be in his second start back from that hand surgery, and he finishes top 10 this week while leading the field in approach play. Now goes to TPC Scottsdale, where he's been awesome. But Joe, it's not just this hole right here. It's not just the arena coming down the stretch. The entire second 9 from basically 12 on, you can see fireworks, and we will see fireworks. There are guys that are going to play the last 7 holes at 5 or 6 under. The course of the championship is going to change drastically on that second 9 on Sunday. It happens every single year. There's just so many different opportunities out there with the way the course lays itself out, and with everybody going nuts and throw in Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, it's just the perfect day. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to get there.
We'll see if Scotty can get his 3rd in the desert. Also, notably a TaylorMade staffer as well. And always remember that you can unlock another level off the tee and experience more distance from more of that face with the new QI 35 drivers from TaylorMade. Scan the QR code to learn more.